So it can't be Israel that's controlling speech. That's just nonsense. But I realized sitting back thinking about this today that all the people that seem to push that everything is Israel's fault, well, they all have a lot of followers. They all have come as if they're just trying to figure the truth out, but then they somehow get on Joe Rogan. And then I was even thinking about Amazing Polly. I was. You know, she has a lot of followers on Rumble. However, she was taken down from YouTube when they did that widespread taking down of people. But she too, even though recently she did a video about Ian Carroll, who was, you know, on Rogan, who's another one that pushes that Israel is the problem. And she was saying Ian Carroll isn't being fully honest, but then she too herself goes back to it's all Israel. And that's what Whitney Webb does. And that's what a lot of them do. And this is a hateful story, really. It's a hateful story of people that some of them claim to be Christian, like I showed with Gab, the social media site. Andrew Torba, I mean, he's just a fake Christian. Those people I would look at as people that are anti-Semitic. So here's the problem with the anti-Semitism, okay? And how it's being played with. Because people say, well, you can't interfere with free speech because hate speech is part of free speech. True. But who's going to determine what hate is? Andrew Torba lets a lot of violent things happen on his or a lot of violent videos go on his platform. When it comes to the Jewish people, it is a dangerous slope. It really is, because this is all predicted in the Bible, though, that this is what people would do. But people become so fueled by it. Countries do. People do. That it's what literally led to the Holocaust, to the genocide of the Jews. And that was all about wanting to completely erase them, so there would never be any more Jews. Also biblically predicted that this would happen. And it seems 2017, it seems that there's a lot of people, a lot of countries, mainly the countries under the crown, that, well, this has happened more than once. Yeah, with Israel being removed from maps and put in its place the Palestine territory. And this was today. Yeah, Israel is missing from Air Canada maps. Passenger finds Palestinian territory in place of Israel. Interesting. And this is 2009. BMI removes Israel from map. The British airline, BMI, has removed Israel from the electronic maps displayed to passengers in some of its planes. And here's why I say there's no way that Israel is controlling speech. You see this video and this video next to it, the black and white in this one? If Israel was controlling speech, they would have pushed these videos heavily. They're not controlling speech, because I was saying what I'm pretty much saying now, that it's not Israel that is the problem. I'm not saying that there's not corruption in Israel, and that's not what I'm saying. But to say that these people that keep, oh, it's Israel, on and on, okay? They would have wanted these to be pushed if they were controlling speech. This one here was taken down. They still haven't given it to me back. I don't know. I don't think that Israel would care if I'm saying I have a right to say if I don't trust Kash Patel and Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr. I have every right to say that. And I've never been a liberal. I've never been a Democrat. I have a right to, if I want to criticize Donald Trump in this country, I have a right to do it. So Israel wouldn't need to do this. And Israel, if anything, would have no problem with these two videos at all. But what it does seem is that, well, Canada and the crown, everybody under the crown, they're the ones that seem to have issue with Israel. Isn't that interesting? I was even thinking Amazing Polly too, you know, and I love Amazing Polly, but she does have a lot of followers, and she kind of disappeared for a while, and I don't blame her. She was doing videos nonstop for years, and then, but all of a sudden she's come back on the scene, and she'll call out the Ian Carrolls, but then she too, it's all Israel. It's all Israel. All Israel. But they never talk about the crown. None of them ever talk about the British crown and how it's over so many territories and countries. So that's why people like me would be silenced. Yeah, I mean, so this is just today. Yeah, Israel replaced with Palestinian territories on Air Canada map. Blames third-party provider. Right. Mm-hmm. No, the crown, just like many territories and countries, hates Israel. I mean, it's predicted in the Bible, after all. It's not the side I'd want to be on personally with hating Israel, but that's what it is. I mean, to have that many, you know, missteps going back to 2009, and you're just erasing Israel, sort of like how Iran has said that they want to erase the Jews, sort of like how Hitler, that was his goal during the Holocaust, was to erase the Jews. Be careful of the people that push that, oh, it's all Israel and the Jews' fault.